Hi guys, welcome back to another P3D version 5 video. We are today flying for Walker Air Transport and using the TFDI 717-200 model. That's really a great aircraft actually, and which I guess is an exclusive for P3D, so that's why it's also fun to feature it on this channel. For those of you who are big fans of the 717, aka the sort of DC-9 derivative, right? First you had the DC-9s, then the MD-80s, and then it became Boeing, and then you had the 717s. Let me jump into the cockpit. So we're kind of starting, let's say, mid-flight here. We are descending towards our destination of Cleveland. My original plan was to actually record this from the beginning, but then I had to do a lot of stuff, and then I also realized that I had unfortunately actually not updated the nav data, so we have a bit of a different star compared to what we have in game. So let's see how that will go. But hopefully it shouldn't be too problematic. Might mess up pilot TDC though. But yeah, in terms of our flight, we were flying from West Virginia, Yeager. Still need to fix that airport. The mesh problems aren't there when you start at the airport, but I have some issues with the default building showing true, so I need to fix that at some point. And we're going to Cleveland. I finally got the Paxim Cleveland scenery, so that's gonna be fun. The big risk we have though is minimums. I think the minimums is around, let me see if I put it right, it should be 970 for the ILS to 06, but we only have, or we have a forecast of around 1000 in terms of broken, so potentially there was an overcast at 800 feet earlier, but I'm hoping it's changed into the weather should be getting better. So let's see. We are slowly descending here. I'm just decreasing or zooming in on the display here. We've been cleared to 10,000 feet. And let's see if we can get cleared further down. We haven't really gotten any approach clearances or further descent clearances, but let's see. We want to descend to 2,000 feet for the final approach, so I'm actually going to ask for that. Walker 4003 requesting flight level 020.
Walker 4003 negative. Your requested altitude is below the minimum for your route. Descend and maintain 2,100 feet.
Descend and maintain
2,100.
feet, Walker
Pretty much the same.
4003.
We're soon at 10,000, so we can put on the lights, the landing lights. The weather is let me see if we have any nice viewpoints. We have a few. I need to fix some of these. Some of them are kind of in the wing, so let's try to fix those while we're at it. Let me see, I think there was one right that was also broken. That was the other side. This one, right? Looked a bit off. Something like this maybe, yeah. Good. But yeah, as you can see, it's a bit scattered. Some cumulus. There was ice or icing warnings, moderate ones, a bit higher than we're at now, and then there were
Walker 4003, you
also
are 19 miles south
CB warnings, right?
Altimeter 3013 cleared direct Groll, then cleared for the ILS approach to runway 06 left with the Groll transition at Cleveland Hopkins International Airport contact Cleveland approach on 126.55.
Altimeter 3013 cleared direct Groll, then cleared for the ILS approach to runway 06 left with the Groll transition at Cleveland
Okay,
Hopkins
good, we've been
International
cleared.
Airport, approaching
I think we should kind of align.
126.55 Walker 4003.
We'll be at the Groll in about, let me
Walker
see,
4003 expedite
and then
speed reduction
5
to
more.
250 knots.
Yeah, okay, so Groll is around
Wilco
here.
Walker 4003.
Then it should be a slower turn, but we're gonna do a
Approach
bigger
Walker 4003
a
descending
bigger
to
arc here,
2,100
just because we
feet.
don't have the right star.
Walker 4003, good morning.
And we are not actually descending. And let me check if I've put it, because we should have a limiter on the speed, right? We haven't got any warnings. We're flying a bit fast now. So let me see, I'm actually gonna take control here, see if we can slow down. So we won't be using the proficiency mode as much, but we'll rather do, I guess, open climb or something similar to that. Let's see if we can maybe descend with this. I'll put in some speed brake. We don't have any auto brake. Good to be aware of. We have the terrain radar on this one. Let me see if we can zoom in a bit. Shouldn't be a problem though, we're talking Cleveland, quite flat. So let's see. We are descending, we can continue slowing down. 210 maybe, we can aim for that. Should be okay, hopefully. We're quite a bit high though, I'm realizing. So let's see if we can increase our descent rate a bit. Yeah, we've been a bit behind here on our schedule, but hopefully we'll be able to capture the ILS. And let's see, actually, in terms, I think we might not have that much autogen. Seems like some places do have some autogen, but yeah, not the best one, unfortunately. Did I have any wing view? I think I had some, right? Seems like we might be in some bad weather, but maybe we can have this one. Okay, we're using the speed brake, trying to get down as quick as possible. Guess we could deploy slats as well. Not sure if there's any restriction in terms of speed brake and slats. I haven't seen anything on the weather radar, so I'm gonna assume it's fine. The TCAS shouldn't be off, of course. That's something I've forgotten to properly set up. Okay, let's see now. And we're trying to slow down. I think we'll make it just about.
Walker 4003, altimeter 3013 at Cleveland Hopkins International
terms of
Airport.
our
Contact
approach,
Cleveland Tower on 124.5.
I guess, yeah, around with Ford extended 139 as our speed should be fine. We can now see the approach bug coming there, so we can go to landing and arm that. I'm gonna drop the gears.
Walker 4003, good morning. Continue ILS to runway 06 left, call when established on final.
Speed brake.
Continue
We'll
ILS
arm the
runway
speed brake.
06 left will call when established on
We're gonna
final. Walker
increase the
4003.
flaps. So let's see. So yeah, it's looking like the weather is a bit nasty, but it should be fine. We can already see the ground, so we should not have any kind of risk of too bad of an overcast.
1000.
We can see the runway already, so that's good news. We can disconnect the auto throttle.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Walker 4003
Do the same with
winds are 358 at 14 knots
with the
gusting to
autopilot.
22 knots. Cleared to land runway 06
And we got the
left.
landing clearance. So let's see, it
Clear to
doesn't look
land
like we have
runway
any mesh
06 left,
issues.
Walker 4003.
Or do we? Hopefully not. Okay, we wanna descend a bit.
400.
We don't wanna come in high.
300.
300.
Approaching minimums.
Continue. Or we're not at the
200.
minimums yet, but soon enough.
Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Okay, let's get this bird down. We can add some thrust reversers. Should be okay. We can start braking a bit. There we have a nice UPS 767, looks like, right? And there we go. We're down. Okay, let's see if we can. I can try to drive off on this
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
exit.
Ohio.
And let me just see if I can get this to the normal view. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, short and a sweet video.
Walker 4003 contact Cleveland ground on
We
121.7.
forgot though our nose lights, that was a bit of a bummer.
Ground on 121.7 Walker 4003.
We can start the APU now. Walker 4003, ready to taxi. Let's add a bit of thrust. We can press auto
Walker
flight here
4003
again.
taxi to gate Bravo 10.
Taxi to gate Bravo 10 Walker 4003.
I guess we can just taxi here and park at the first best place. Unfortunately, we don't have the Aerosoft Cleveland. They have the scenery for the city. We do have, or I don't think this one actually includes anything, which is a bit sucky, because I think both Reno and Salt Lake has a lot of like the surrounding areas, but I think the Cleveland one is basically just the airport. So that's a bit of a bummer. But I think it has some of the new aspects, such as dynamic lights at night, and I can just show how that looks. So let me be careful so we don't drive off the runway. But yeah, or maybe this is, yeah, this looks like it's dynamic and looks a bit better than the Reno one, which I've now changed. But you can see this is the cool light system on the TFDI 717 when you have the immersion package, which is for like $10 now. So it's a legacy product at this point. And we got B10, so I'm not sure exactly which gate it is. Oh, there it is, B10. Well, I am certain which gate it is now. I'll change my mind. So we can just park here and shut down. Let's see, we have the APU basically ready. Add a bit of thrust. And we can stop. Okay, we did go up across a bit. Let's see if we can thrust reverse our way back. Is it strong enough? It is. That's how we do it, the old school way. And there we are. And what we can do then is just shut down our engines. So yeah, this was a really short clip, 15 minutes long, but I thought it would be fun to do the approach. Oh, and there we have the American Airlines taking off. And yeah, that's about it. Let's check this one. We might wanna shut the seatbelt sign. Still taxiing in. Let's open the first door. See if that's enough to get this one deboarding. It is 98. Pretty good. Not butter. AK 150, which is the Walker Air butter reward. But still pretty good. Let's go back a bit. So yeah, here you can see, you know, zoom level 14 isn't really the best for landing. I would suggest now in hindsight that if you want to do like nice photoreal, keep it very low for all the areas that are a bit further away, but then close to the airport, maybe like the square in ortho, do that in zoom level 15 at least, so you get a bit clearer kind of ground details. Let's see here how the landing went. I think the approach was okay, we almost fumbled it at the end. But I think generally it was going pretty well. Okay, let's see here. Looked a bit like there could be mesh issues, but maybe it's just how this area looks like. One thing I didn't do is I didn't really use the rudder here at landing. So we land a bit off. Nothing crazy, right? Nothing too bad, but just tiny bit. Luckily this one seems to be a bit easier to handle than the Coolski MD-80 and the Mad Dog MD-80. It's more similar to the DC-9, which could be a bit of a flight model issue, of course, not as in-depth. But of course it makes for better landings, right? But maybe not as honorable. But yeah, that was it basically, just a short approach and landing, not even following the Pilot TDC approach, just following the old Keaton one to Cleveland 06 left. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below, and otherwise until next time, bye bye.